Let's party life's always a party. Let's go.
Yo, baby. How we doing?
I'm going to apologize in advance because we're a little smacked up. Like, the party is today. The party is happening right now.
The party has already started.
The party has already started.
So welcome to the club, and appreciate you guys joining this party. As always, we started out with some scuba beers.
Now, here's the thing, though. Paul's going to, what's it called when you, like, undercover or undersell the headline?
I don't know, man. Whatever.
That you're underlining the headline here is that we did a scuba promotion.
Yeah.
So we have a what? Life's of Parties. Life's of Parties. Our discount code on scuba beer, 10% off.
Yeah, go to scubabeer.com. If you see us drinking scuba beers on the show, we love the product. They're a partner of ours, so if you go to their website, scubabeer.com, use the code Life's a Party and get a scuba beer for yourself, man. That's awesome. It's 10% off.
So notice how Paul slurred that word right there. So the reason being is we shot a promo,
Scuba.
and Paul didn't like the speed he gave on his scuba. So what happened was while we were scuba beering, we had to do it 3 times.
No, we did it twice.
Okay. It felt like 3 times. So we had to do it twice. So we had to chug 2 beers before this started. Thus, we were a little smacked up. The party's already started before the party got started.
Party's starting right here, baby. That's what we're doing. So Ryan said, you know what? That's why he's thinking the third one.
The third one. I'm already thinking ahead.
He's doing a third one on the show. I started out last week. Ryan forgot his scuba beer at home, but now he brought it.
I'm going to show you how it's done.
Okay,
this is how it's done. One take wonder.
Just back it up. Make sure we don't get the equipment.
Equipment police. So here we go.
All
Scuba,
right.
we love you. We appreciate you. Best way to chug a beer, baby.
Scuba beer. Oh, nice ASMR. Oh, that was quick. There we go.
I'm all up in that.
Scuba beer. If you want one for yourself,
I'm all up in the mic.
use the code Life's Party at scubabeer.com. Anything. They got new bucket hats. They got like a timer. We want to get one, so there's like a timer on it.
Well, I don't know if you want the timer.
Yeah, I got.
I mean, you got to work on it a little bit more. A couple more promotional shots. You might want the timer. I think I'm ready for the timer.
Okay.
I'm also ready for the connector. So if Scuba Beer hears this, what did I tell you before the show? I said, Paul, I think I can scuba beer 6 Smirnoff Ices. Like, I think I can do that, and I want to do that on the show. So Scuba Beer, give us the connector. We don't have it, or we need like more of these products.
We have the one connector where you could do 2 at once. Now we need like 4. The one you could do 4, and then the one you could do 6. So we're working our way up. Scuba Beer, if you want one, go get one. Let's start the show.
Now, everybody on YouTube, you check it out. We got some Bud Light citrus variety pack. So Paul, we have to get into the show real quick because I'm done my beer.
So it's like we gotta crack these bad boys open.
Crack these open.
Ryan went to the liquor store. I told him there was some new Bud Light, like seltzers and stuff. He was like, okay, great. He went. He did not get them. That's not what he ended up getting beer that's been out for like 2 years.
Wait, I don't know if this has been 2 years. Well, the problem is no matter how old you get.
Yeah.
I don't know if it's just a personal thing, but when I go into a liquor room, I get overwhelmed. Like, I get nervous going to the liquor store.
The liquor room.
Did I say the liquor room? Yeah. I told you, we're a little smacked up today.
But
my mom's not going to like this one.
No.
But what I was saying is I get really nervous when I get into a liquor store. You don't get like that? Where it's like,
No.
Oh, there's a lot going on. I don't know what to get. So I got overwhelmed. And Paul said there was brand new Bud Light seltzers. And I'm looking. I can't really find anything. So I see these Bud Light citrus variety pack. The case looks nice. I buy it. And the guy was like, oh, you want them cold? You want them cold? Because I got them warm. He's like, okay. So then he helps me out. He's going the extra mile. Great job, guy. Way to be a great civilian.
Enabler right there.
Enabler. And then, but I got it, and Paul's like, I've had 3 of these flavors before.
Yeah, so this is the Bud Light Citrus Variety Pack. There's some new Bud Light seltzers. I think it's like tropical flavors. But Ryan got these, so you probably had at least one of these flavors already.
All right, I fucked up. I know I did.
Bud Light Lime. We did Bud Light Limes in the scuba, so we've had those.
I wouldn't say that we tasted it. I mean, it's more of just like, we inhaled it. We didn't taste it.
But Bud Light Lime, Bud Light Lemonade, Bud Light Orange, which is I really like, but I don't have it often. And then these are the new ones, I think, Bud Light Grapefruit. So we're gonna taste test the grapefruit because neither of us have had it.
Yeah, let's give it a go.
And we'll see what these taste like.
Hopefully soon to be sponsored by Bud Light. So, I mean, we're still working on that. I think we need 1 million more followers for that. But how do you like it, Paul?
I'm not a huge grapefruit fan, but I like these.
It just tastes like something that Bud Light never does.
It's got like a weird, not too weird aftertaste. Definitely better than the root beer, the Stewart's root beer.
Well, we were talking about these aren't seltzers.
No, these are beers.
What? It's just beers that are citrus flavor.
Premium light lager. So beer. That's like Bud Light Lime. Like Bud Light Lime is a beer.
So how many calories are these?
Probably, I don't know what whatever it says on the package.
Well, no shit. I mean, that's what.
That's why the package is there. You know what I mean?
They don't say the calories, but I do. It's a lot of flavor.
Okay.
Juicy. What do you rate it, Paul?
Rate it. Okay.
Why is Paul shocked to rate it? That's what the whole purpose of this segment is to rate the flavors.
I think it's okay. It's not something I would normally go out and get though. So I'll say 7-1.
I'm gonna go 6-7.
Okay. A little lower than you. Not a big grapefruit guy.
It can't. Here's the thing. I drink a lot of alcohol, and I can pretty much drink anything without any concerns.
Yeah.
But if it's not in the 7s, I can't sip on it for the show.
Okay.
So this is not something like I don't think you're gonna want to sip this for the show.
I'm not gonna want to sip it either.
And what are we gonna do next, Paul?
That's not on the 7s.
This one's got to get out of here.
Okay, so here let's start. So I'm gonna sip on the Bud Light Orange.
And I never had the lemonade, so I do want to try that before. Why do you love cracking it in the mic?
People tell me.
People tell me.
If you're listening or watching, whatever, do you not like when we crack the beer up against the microphone? I think it's a good, soothing sound. Makes you want to join the party. Go grab a beer with us.
Oh.
Watch yourself, buddy.
Equipment police. Woo, woo, woo. Equipment police. Woo, woo.
Yeah, I mean, if you want to pay for new stuff, let's go ahead. But
the fans will pay. They like it.
They will not pay.
They enjoy it. No. They enjoy the explosion.
But yeah, I mean, if you like the sound,
they also like the slurp.
I don't know if you like the slurp. But yeah, something that we always encourage you to do is if you're listening to the show, depending where you are, go grab a beer, drink with us.
Yeah,
life's a party. Life's always a party. If you're in the car listening to this, hopefully don't do it. But we're not your parents, so
just tell the officer I was doing it for Life's a Party.
No,
they'll let you free. They'll let you go. I don't like this. The lemonade.
I like the orange. Orange is great.
Orange is great, but how great is it?
It's pretty great. 8-9.
Wow, you really like that. You don't eat oranges though.
No, but I like orange flavor. I like
Paul
lemon
is
flavor.
such a weird person.
There's a bunch of flavors I like, but I don't
like
things.
flavor of strawberry. Never had strawberry.
Yeah.
You like orange flavor, but don't like oranges.
That's a life, man.
Do you drink orange juice? I think you do.
Yeah,
you do. All right, let me give a lemonade. What do you give it? 8-9?
Yeah, 8-9. Ryan will give his score
6-8. I think it's better than the grapefruit. I don't think it's a sip-worthy beer for the show.
So you can try another one.
Well, I'm gonna go to Mr. Dependable.
Bud Light Lime, baby.
Bud Light Lime. And I can also tell the people if it actually tastes like the regular Bud Light Lime. Maybe they mixed it up.
There you go. Something we did want to start the show off with, talk about a little bit. So,
I got shit over me. Sorry. Go ahead.
If you've been paying attention to sports, which we hope you have, they've been allowing more fans back in the arenas, which is pretty dope, especially for like the NHL playoffs, NBA playoffs, that kind of thing.
Playoffs.
Talk about playoffs.
Talk about not the game. Oh no, that was something different. That's practice.
Yeah.
Not the game I love. Playoffs. All right.
But no, it's just pretty dope. I mean, watched the Sixers game last night. We got to see. How many is Wells Fargo? 50%.
Wells Fargo's 50%. I think they had 11,000. I think what's full
22.
Yeah, so they had 11,000 at the game. Madison Square Garden, I think, was 50%.
Dude, Madison Square Garden.
Rocking.
That place was insane.
You don't realize like the Knicks are the 4 seed in the playoffs, so they're not like an NBA championship ready team yet.
Yeah.
But like us, especially our generation, what are we, 24? So the 24 years we've been alive, we've never seen the Knicks good.
No.
And so to see the Knicks mediocre and to see Madison Square Garden bumping like that, I didn't even watch half the Sixers game. I turned the Sixers game off to watch the Knicks versus the Hawks just to watch Madison Square Garden. I mean, it's just something about that environment. It's just so like contagious. It's so fun to watch.
Yeah. I actually had 2 buddies of mine who
They went to the game?
Yeah, they were in the they were at the
shit.
Knicks game. My one buddy doesn't listen to the show, but if you listen to the show, you
gotta listen to this one now.
Yeah. He was calling. He like snapped him at like the Knicks game or whatever. I think he was like in a box or something. I don't know. He had good seats. It was him and my other buddy, Jack and Matt. Matt is a friend of mine who he comments on.
He comments on all the TikToks.
The TikToks. He like loves causing trouble. He loves messing on the TikToks.
Well, I hit you up about him. I was like, dude, this kid keeps talking. Like he's so annoying. He's like, and you're like, oh, I know him. I was like, oh, I feel like an asshole now.
Nah, he's just messing with us. He's just messing with us. But they're at the Knicks game and like watching their Snapchats and stuff. It's pretty dope. Like, and you always watch Stephen A. Smith always talk about the Knicks, and you're like, it's just funny too because such a big market, and we've never seen them
We've
good.
never seen that. So then when we're watching, like, holy crap, like these Knicks fans really love their team.
Yeah.
And they love cheering. And the one thing is like we're from Philadelphia, so we think we're from a city of like very prominent fans.
Yeah.
Like we thought Sixers fans are the best. So then when we turn on ESPN in the morning now, and they're going, oh, Madison Square Garden, there's nothing like it. It's like, holy crap. Like, you got to realize if you've been to a Sixers playoff game and then compare that to Madison Square Garden, they're saying this about it. That's how it, like, I want to go. Yeah. Imagine sitting like courtside, like Spike Lee. But the reason we bring this up is because us Americans have been locked in for, over a year.
Yeah, a lot of countries have. But yeah,
and then we finally get let out. We get 50% capacity of these stadiums, and then shit hits the fans with some people. Yeah. Literally, shit hits the fan.
The fans hit the shit, that kind of thing. So if you're watching the game, actually both of these games. So the Sixers, we had a fan dropped popcorn all over Russell Westbrook. Big issue. They kicked him out. I think he had season tickets, and they like revoked his season tickets, which was interesting. And then who was it?
It was Trae Young.
Trae Young, and they had a fan spit on him. I feel like that's way worse than popcorn.
Here's my take on this. We don't talk controversy on here, but Russell Westbrook got hurt. It was a blowout win, and then he's taken himself into the locker room, and the fan throws popcorn on him, and then he got shot by a taser.
Yeah.
Did he overreact? Yeah, he overreacted. At the same time, it's still a fucked up thing to do.
Agreed. It shouldn't.
I feel like it got blown out of proportion. LeBron's tweeting, this is the most, controversial we've ever been on the show.
Yeah.
But, LeBron's tweeting, we need to see that guy's face. They need to pay the cost. It's he threw popcorn. It's not going to kill you, but it is very disrespectful. But, like you said, that Sixers handled it very well. They banned the guy for life, I think, from the stadium.
Yeah, they, revoked his season tickets.
But the thing with Trae Young is the guy spit on him, and apparently there was, a whole thing about if he was going to press charges.
Well, so this is interesting too, though. But with the spit, especially now, we're still in a pandemic.
Oh, I didn't even think about that.
So imagine that, God forbid that guy had COVID, you're possibly screwing up the entire Hawks playoff run.
That's how great Knicks fans are. It's we need to stop Trae Young. We can't stop him defensively.
So we're gonna spit on him.
So let's bring someone who has COVID into the stadium, projectile spit on him, bam. That's how you lock down Trae Young in the fourth quarter. It just spit COVID on him.
It's not not the best way to go, but I guess so. But yeah, we're just saying, as everyone's been saying, ESPN, if you've been following it, fans are finally being let back into the arenas. It's pretty dope. We want to be there. Just don't mess it up. Don't ruin it. There's no, don't mess with the guys.
At first, I thought it was you. I thought it was you who threw the popcorn at Russell Westbrook.
I do love my popcorn, but I'm not throwing it at him.
Do you know what I thought of as soon as I saw the guy from Philly throw the popcorn on Russell Westbrook?
What?
The bit we talked about with the mascots.
Yeah, we talked about Benny the Bull with his popcorn thing.
I immediately thought of that, and I was like, well, he does that as a bit. You can't do that,
a little
man.
different to fans, or you're throwing it disrespectfully, purposely on an opposing team superstar.
So speaking about fans, we wanted to get this in before we get into our first segment. We had a couple TikToks blow up about wearing the wrong jersey in the different stadiums.
Dude, people were pissed. We had, talk about controversy, people said different ways to go viral on TikTok. One is talk about something controversial. And I personally didn't think this was controversial.
Me neither.
This was something that I think we both agreed on. We said, hey, if you're going to a stadium, wear the jerseys that correlate to the teams that are playing in the stadium. So even if you're a rival fan, that's fine. Wear your team, rep your team, whatever. But if you're going to a Phillies-Yankees game, don't walk in with a Marlins jersey.
People went nuts.
Yeah, people went nuts, right? But there's one guy who can go in with the Marlins jersey, and that man is the
Mr. Marlin.
Mr. Marlin, is that his name?
What if I never said anything? I think he is Mr. Marlin.
Marlins Man. That's the name of the guy.
Very hard to think of.
Yeah, Marlins Man. So if you don't know, in correlation, there's a few things that are exceptions to the rule, right? And Marlins Man is one of them, as someone said. So if you don't know who he is a super fan of all sports. He loves sports. He's clearly got some money because he is paying some high ticket prices for these prime seats in these amazing sporting events.
Yeah, World Series, Super Bowl, NHL, Stanley Cup Finals, anything you name it, Marlins Man is there.
That's the whole bit.
Wait, it's not Marlins Man.
Marlins Man. That's his
Wait,
name.
what did you say?
You said Mr. Marlin.
Marlin.
And I'm like, no, it's Marlins Man. But so the idea is that this guy who's a fan and he wears a Marlins jersey to any sporting event that he's at. And he goes to a lot of sporting events, and he's usually at the main ones at the end of the season, like the World Series or the Super Bowl, or he's been to like NASCAR races. And he always wears his iconic Marlins jersey, because the thing is, no matter what, orange is a very bright color, and orange is not worn by many teams. So if he wears orange, he's going to be pointed out in the crowd. And that's kind of what it is. But usually with these sporting events, like the World Series and stuff, he buys these insane tickets. Like he's like 2 rows back behind the home plate.
Yeah.
So that during the World Series, you're seeing him. You just see, I don't know, who was in the last World Series?
The Dodgers and the Rays.
Okay, cool. You see a bright orange jersey behind home plate. Like, what? Doesn't make any sense, but he's known for it. He's kind of he's just like popular. People like him. He's kind of famous. Like, it's if you're walking around.
He's famous.
Oh, yeah. It's a sport, like, it's just a sport icon thing.
Here's $1 million question on this.
Okay.
If the Marlins were to make it to the World Series, do you think he reps the Marlins jersey behind home plate?
He has to.
But then he doesn't really stand out because he could blend in with the crowd and the colors and the other Marlins jerseys.
Yeah, he will not stand out anymore, but I think
That would be like he wears the Marlins jerseys everywhere. They finally become good. He's in the World Series, wears a Devils jersey.
he's got to switch it up.
He's like, could you imagine that?
He's got to stand out. But if you don't know Marlins Man, go look it up. Just super funny. There's a cool story. I think ESPN did
a documentary on it.
Yeah, like a small documentary. No, they definitely
30
did.
for 30, Marlin Man.
Not a 30.
I wouldn't be surprised.
It's a cool story in sports. Go check it out.
All right, let's get into the show, baby. Okay,
Block.
I don't like that.
Get into the show, baby.
Let's get into the show, baby.
Cheers.
I can scuba again, but I don't have it.
Cheers.
Okay, well, cheers. You like the orange crush?
There you go. Cheers, man. Hope you're drinking with us at home.
Can I say something about alcohol before? Well, this is sort of correlates with alcohol, but I went to the golf course. I was golfing the other day, and they got I got a transfusion. Never had it before. You ever hear of it?
No.
It's actually like a specific golf drink that you can only get at the golf course. That's what I heard. It's called a transfusion.
What golf course were you at?
I was at Rancocas Valley, I think.
Okay.
Maybe, yeah. And apparently you can only get transfusions while golfing. I don't know if that's true, so don't yell at me, people at home listening. But I think it's like Tito's vodka. I don't know. Is Tito's vodka?
Yeah.
See, this is like I'm not good at liquor stores. Or liquor. What did I say before?
Just give Ryan a Bud Light.
I'm not good in liquor stores. I'm not good at ordering drinks at the bar. I'm not good at ordering drinks I just drink things.
Whatever you give to me, man, I'm drinking.
But apparently, transfusions is like a certain drink that you can only get while golfing. It's pretty good. I had it for the first time. But here we go. All right, so our first segment. Here we go, people. Who's pumped up? Wait, did we cheers and not drink?
I drank. Okay, you didn't drink, bro. Come on.
So here we go. So this is a segment I like to call "Don't Kill My Vibe."
Bitch, don't kill my vibe. Bitch, don't kill my vibe.
So Paul and I are gonna go down a list of things people do at a party that kill the vibe.
Don't kill the vibe, man.
Don't kill the vibe.
Positive vibes only.
So Mike Stud is one of my favorite artists.
You do like him, yes.
His name is just Mike now, not Mike Stud.
What?
Well, he had to mature, so he had to change his name.
I don't know about it.
And one of his like verses is the best. Don't force a vibe. That's the easiest way to kill it.
Okay, I agree.
So
with
forcing a vibe is the easiest way to kill it. Don't force a vibe. The vibes come natural.
Good vibes happen naturally. You just got to find it and keep rolling with it.
All right, so we have 10 of them and how you can kill a vibe at a party. So Paul, you got the first one. We got 10 of them. Let's get it started.
First one is, I feel like I do this more recently, just because of the way the world is, and as you get more mature. But
just say
don't do this one. Don't talk or work. Oh, don't talk about work or politics. That's killing the vibe.
That is killing the vibe. I always yell at my friends, or like specifically my mom when I'm out drinking with her. Not like we go to Club Onyx together. Me and my mom.
You at the club. You at the club with
but like
your mom.
when we're at like the family party, and then she's like, "Oh, well, how's work?" Or how's like, if I'm not at work, I don't want to talk about work.
Okay.
Like it's just like my away time. Who wants to think about and talk about work when you're not working?
I agree. I know recently, like, we're both recent college grads. We were talking about
Congratulations.
Congrats to you.
Cheers.
Cheers, baby. Unemployed, you know what I'm saying?
Cheers, baby. You got life's a party. You're employed.
Life's a party, baby.
You can't. You just leave me here on the mic. I'm hot on the mic, and I don't know what to say.
So, but I feel like
politics.
No, well, this is funny though. Actually, little thing, Ryan. I don't know if we talked about it on the show last week or a few weeks ago, where it's funny where even our best friends, because a lot of times the only time we see them now is that we drink.
Yeah.
And we're just drinking. That like I don't know what some people do, or it's like I don't know what you majored in, or like certain like especially my friends from home. That I only saw or only go out with now when we drink, that's like your mom will say, oh, what's Sean up to? It's like, he's working.
He's working.
He's like, what is he doing? He's like, I think he's doing actuary work. Do you know where? No, I don't. Like, I have no clue where he is. I don't know what stage he's at. I don't know how much he makes. And
I know he passed down his underwear last party. I know that. I could tell you that information if that's something you're interested in.
I know he threw up and he made out with, the ladies.
The Four Loko girls.
Yeah. But, like that kind of thing. So don't talk about that work. And especially as I've learned more recently, don't talk about politics.
No,
because
that's killing the vibe. You're just talking about politics because it's never a win-win. Everyone has their own opinions.
Agreed.
Everyone always gets angry. You don't want angry people at the party. You want to just vibe. You don't want to kill the vibe with politics talk.
Oh, and especially because everyone's drinking and is drunk. Mm-hmm. No one's rational. And the thing is, one, they're not rational, or two, they won't remember the conversation anyway. So it's pointless. You're not going to change their mind then and there. So, like, stay away from it.
And then especially one last thing on this is that when people get hammered and get smacked up like we are tonight a little bit.
Smacked up, baby.
They try to their hardest to try to get you to get your views on their side.
Yes.
Like, they don't really care about what you feel. They want to convert you. Like, that's their ultimate goal. When they're smacked up at a party, they want to convert you. They don't want to listen to what your views are. They want to take your views and make it their own.
Well, that's also with a lot of conversations in general. But if you're drinking, if we're on different sides of the spectrum, right, and we're talking about politics, and we're both drinking, I'm saying something, you're not listening to me. You're thinking about how you can prove me wrong. You're thinking about the next thing that you're about to say and how you can be right and like all this stuff. So it's just not worth it. Like, don't do it.
Yeah, this is a waste. Next one. This one actually kind of correlates with what we just touched on. So don't try to rebuild relationships that were broken before when you're hammered. That's a vibe kill.
Yeah, vibe kill.
Paul has a lot of experience with this one.
I think just recently, certain things that I think people, unfortunately, sometimes when they get drunk, they get very immature, and no matter what, it's just not a time to talk about certain things because they're just one, they're not going to take it seriously. Two, they're going to be like, oh, you're drunk or you're not serious. And then I'm going to be like, oh, but you're drunk, or everyone tries to use drunkenness as an excuse. And, but the problem that I found is too, though, sometimes people only feel confident enough to talk to you about certain issues when they're hammered.
Dude, I'm going to bring up our own scenario.
Okay, exactly, right?
So we're in very open podcast. We talk about our lives, our friends. So me and Paul obviously share a partnership on this podcast.
Exactly.
So sometimes we're not going to agree on every single layout or show design or T-shirts or something about the brand. I would only release my my thoughts if I was hammered. We would only get into arguments about Life's a Party if I was drinking.
Which is awful. Don't do that.
Then Paul's we'll have this conversation when we're both sober.
I was and then he gets mad.
I'm no, I'm getting the crowbar. I'm getting the crowbar. We're going to figure this out. Life's a party to the moon, baby.
Next one we got here. Big vibe.
Oh, I hate this one.
Don't quit while you're in the middle of a drinking game. Doesn't matter if you're too messed up, if you are just bored of the game. I don't care what's going on. If you committed to a drinking game, you're playing Pong, you're playing Flip Cup, you're partying with everyone, having a good time. Don't leave. You know what I mean?
Especially Flip Cup.
Yeah.
Because Flip Cup, you got to be in it for the 7-game series. It's you can't just quit. We don't like quitters. Quitters carry over into drinking. If you're a quitter in drinking games, you're a quitter in life. So don't be a quitter and finish that 7-round game of Flip Cup.
So here's the thing.
What, you need another beer?
I'm thinking about it. I don't know.
Let's take one. Life's a party.
Life's always a party.
You finished that one pretty quick.
I know. So
I'll get you one while you talk.
Okay, this is one of my biggest
Lemonade?
Lemonade? Sure. Okay, this is
Ice cold lemonade here. Sorry.
Ice cold. What was it?
You were talking about quitters.
Yeah,
Quitters.
Quitters. All these quitters, right? So so we play Flip Cup, right? And when we do Flip Cup, we like to play a version of it called 5-round Flip Cup. And we have an idea that we've always wanted to make like a video on YouTube and maybe like make a TikTok of this game because I've honestly never seen anyone else play it.
Never.
Right? So
the only people we see play it are ones who get it from us.
Correct. And I showed it to some of my friends from school up like in 2 hours away, and my buddy loved it. And like everyone at the party loved it, and it's just dope. And it's a 5-round Flip Cup, and it just makes you play Flip Cup multiple times in a row, and it makes sure that nobody leaves the table. Because the biggest problem in Flip Cup is you play, someone leaves.
Yeah.
And then I think the biggest problem with that game is that in between takes forever. It's like Flip Cup, you play, you flip, you drink a little bit of beer, you go down the line, and then you wait 10 minutes until the game starts again because everyone's moving around, getting more beer. Maybe they left. Maybe you have to find a new person. It's like, damn, this sucks. So 5-round Flip Cup, you play the game 5 times in a row. Each round you go through is a different skill. So maybe it's like right hand and left hand and double hands, your mouth, maybe you're sucking, you're blowing. It doesn't matter.
Okay.
You know what I mean?
But Paul, that is a brilliant point. Like that is a very fantastic point.
That's what I do.
Like Paul said, the hardest part in Flip Cup is making sure you have even teams, making sure everyone's like, hey, you ready? Because people are having conversations with other people. People are getting beers. But with 5-round Flip Cup, you're signing up for 5 rounds in one go.
Absolutely.
So you only have to get the horses in the stable once, and then you got 5 rounds to go. So that is beautiful, Paul. Well explained. That's why Paul's got the Life's a Party pass.
It's like, yeah, we can give out passes.
Can you give me one?
Yeah, you get one.
Okay, I got one. All right, next one is don't invite a bunch of people before the party even starts. You know why, Paul? Because that is killing the vibe.
The party hasn't begun, man. The vibe's not there yet. Like, you shouldn't invite people when, it's just not up to...
Especially when it's not your party.
Oh, of course.
I think that's what sort of this, is taking a shot at people who are invited places and then they invite others to the party before it even starts. Like if you're going to invite others, get there, spend a little time, then ask the host to see if these people can come, and then most likely they'll be like, yeah, they can come, but don't invite them prior to people showing up. Because then something will happen is like the people who's hosting the party, this guy goes out, let's say his name's Tom, okay? No pun intended.
Yeah, Tom.
Random name. Tom invites some girls over, but then they show up before Tom gets there.
Worse, that party.
So then the host is like, why are you guys here? And they're like, oh, well, Tom told us to come, but Tom's not there. So then the host realizes like, hey, Tom's telling other people to come when I didn't even approve.
Support for today's episode comes from Manscaped. Manscaped has the right tools to get the job done quickly, safely, and hygienically. Father's Day is just around the corner, and you probably need a gift for a hairy dad. Make your dad proud this year and get him and yourself the Manscaped Lawnmower 4.0, the ultra smooth package. You know what they say, like father, like son. The brand new Lawnmower 4.0 and ultra smooth package is perfect for you and the dad in your life to complete your grooming game. Get 20% off and free shipping with the code Life'sAParty at manscaped.com.
Get 20% off with free shipping with the code Life'sAParty at manscaped.com. That's 20% off with free shipping at manscaped.com and use code Life'sAParty. It's dad bod season. It's time to get smooth, baby.
Oh, yeah.
It's time to get smooth. Get the gift for your dad, but you don't have to groom him. It's for himself.
That's true.
So you don't have to do the grooming for him. It's made, it's very accessible for the older men, so they'll be able to shave their own bush.
Absolutely. I mean,
absolutely.
You shave your balls, your dad shaves his balls. You don't need to shave your dad's balls. You know
you guys can bond over something else.
Yeah.
Bond with the gift exchange.
It's Father's Day.
Don't bond with the shaving together.
Don't bond with the activity of shaving. You know?
Find another hobby. Go have a catch. Grab a ball.
No, not his balls.
Don't grab a ball. We're out of here. Manscaped, 20% off. Let's party. All right, Paul. So what is our next one? Why? I don't think they love it as much as you think they love it.
I think they love it. Let us know in the comments, baby.
I think they love this.
There's no way they like that. That's disgusting. Next one we got Vibe Killer.
Number 5.
5. All right, I'm a big advocate for this one.
Yeah, you are.
If it's a theme party, participate in the theme. If it's a costume party, Halloween, show up in your best outfit. If it's I did a paint party. I was at a paint party the other day. You got to come dressed in all white. You got to be.
That's not that hard.
Highlighter, people spraying paint.
You set it up like it's a difficult thing to do.
If it's a toga party, get your best sheet, strip down, wrap that thing around you, and get ready to go. I mean, if it's a party that has a theme, you're gonna have more fun. Everyone's gonna have more fun if you participate. If they participate, you're gonna get more smacked up. It's just a good time. They don't happen often. Enjoy it.
Don't be too cool for school.
Oh, hell no.
That's
bro.
like Spirit Week when the kids wouldn't participate. Like, do you realize that when you don't participate in Spirit Week, you look like an outlier and just look dumb? Like, not to be an asshole, but it's like if you don't participate, it doesn't make you look cool. Like, I don't understand, like, what's the thought process of you not participating? Like, I don't want to look stupid. Well, you look stupid not participating.
Absolutely.
So that doesn't make sense to me.
So Spirit Week, I'm curious to see what other people think. Was Spirit Week a big thing at your high school? Did you participate? Like, was it a big thing? It was a huge thing at our high school. I think every year it was super fun. Everyone went in. But that's the thing. You go balls to the wall.
But Manscaped,
Man, yeah.
that's a promo right there. You go balls to the wall, hairless.
Oh, damn.
That's what it is. Manscaped is one of our sponsors, so we appreciate you, Manscaped. What do we get? 10% off? 20% off?
Oh, yeah. Okay. Yeah, we can
We'll just plug it in right now. I mean, we're talking about balls to the wall. All our balls are shaped thanks to Manscaped.
Manscaped, baby. Manscaped, you get 20% off if you use our code Life's a Party at manscaped.com. Father's Day's coming up. It's pretty dope.
Remember, you came from your father's balls?
You got to remember, that's where you came from, man. So, like, give back to your original home and
donate.
And donate a nice razor to your pops. Father's Day is coming up.
So when you go balls to the walls, like Paul said, you're hairless.
You're hairless, you know?
Like Michael Phelps in the Olympics.
Oh, yeah, exactly.
Just bars out.
But Spirit Week was very big at our high school, and I would get so mad at people.
Well, Paul, you ran Spirit Week. Like,
Yeah.
Paul was the Spirit Week guy. Like, Mr. Marlin is the Marlin guy. Paul was the Spirit Week guy.
So, yeah.
Paul was Mr. Spirit.
In high school, I was very Spirit. I actually won. No, I won best all around in high school.
Okay.
I was trying to think of, like, who's who.
I want most likely to be an alcoholic / gambler. That's what I want. It was in the back page. You had to flip through a couple times. It was like in the back. It's like 135, page 135.
But yeah, school spirit was my thing. And I think it's, it's a fun time. So definitely like participate in that stuff. And I think that's why I love theater so much. And theater is really interesting because a lot of times if somebody's like on the fence with theater and they want to act or maybe be in the school play or whatever, right? And they get up there on stage and they're like, oh, like I feel awkward. It's like, honestly, this is the place where you don't feel awkward because if you're supposed to act weird, you're supposed to act in character, you're supposed to go like 110%, like nuts, and that's why Jim Carrey. Like I love Jim Carrey. I think are you a Carrey fan?
I like the Grinch.
Yeah, the Grinch, right? So imagine him, right? He's insane. He's ridiculous. He's balls to the wall.
Manscaped.
Yeah, he's balls to the wall. Imagine if he was like, oh, like this is awkward. Like he didn't do that kind of thing. Like
he wouldn't be successful.
He wouldn't be as successful. Like that's part of his character, and that's why we love him so much. Like. That's like preaching, like people who are successful go outside their comfort zone and do things that normal people don't do. Yeah. That's why they're successful. Like we went out and did a fucking podcast. There we go.
People can do podcasts. It's not as good as us, but maybe they can still do them. Yeah. But we went out and did them, and now we're on the come up, and we enjoy it, and we love entertaining for you guys.
We're doing some great things.
All right, so the next one is don't try and move venues. That kills the vibe right there. Don't move the venue. So if you're not having a good time at the party or there's another party going on, don't act less entertaining at the party you're at because you want it to suck so bad where you have an excuse to go to that other party.
Ah, that's interesting.
That's a pretty good take right there.
It is.
That's why they pay me the big bucks. Yeah. Manscaped. Balls to the wall.
I think, if the party's good and you guys, for some reason, are like, oh, there's a bunch of people at blah, blah, blah's house. Like, let's all take an Uber there and, like,
the quarterback of the football team's having a party tonight. This party sucks. Let's go take it to his house. Yeah.
Yeah, that's Ryan said.
That's a vibe kill.
It's a vibe kill. But we've had that at the fraternity house a few times where sometimes there's, like, too many people and everyone's just like, there's too many people. Like, I don't want to leave. Like, like that kind of thing. And they're like, let's leave. Honestly, by them leaving, and it opens up some space, and we get rid of all like the people who just follow the crowd and don't really know the brothers and don't want to be there and have a good time and get smacked up. You know what I mean? Once they leave, I have more fun.
Yeah, but then there's a problem where too many people can leave with them, and you're stuck with nobody at this point.
No, then you call up the people, the groupies of the fraternity, the girls who like coming over, getting drunk.
The Four Loko girl. You always have the Four Loko girls on speed dial. That's what you got.
In the back pocket.
Okay. What's the next one? Can you follow with the show?
Dude, I'm drinking, man. Cheers.
Why are we cheersing?
Ryan's got a scuba beer ready. Is you waiting for the end of the show?
I'm waiting for the end of this segment because our next segment is a drinking game that people play when they're drunk. So I think it will be even better if I do a scuba right before that. So I say things that I probably shouldn't.
Okay.
Sorry, Mom.
Next.
My mom hates when I curse and drink on the show. And
little thing. Shout out to Mama Smith.
Yeah, she's a real one.
So Ryan's mom is a huge fan of the show.
She is.
And she's going to be listening to this, and she's going to be like, oh, they're talking.
She's going to hate the shout out.
We're talking about you, Mrs. Smith. We appreciate your support. My mom has listened to 0 episodes.
She watches our show during her lunch break in her car. So she goes in her car to eat, and she says, like, because she knows us, she laughs even more. She's like, I know you and Paul so well. That's so funny. I'm like, no, Mom. We're funny regardless if you know us or not. Not just because you know. She's like, no, because I know you guys together. She's like, I know you guys are just funny the way you guys feed off of. I'm like, Mom, we're funny all together. So she goes back and watches all the old episodes after she catches up. She watches the newer ones. But she was literally, we were talking before the show, she was watching our first one.
She's doing the reruns.
And our first one is horrible. I mean, you should see the setup. We have no lights. Audio sucks. We have a tablecloth. I'm excited when we continue to grow this brand and this podcast to see our first episode.
Hopefully by the end of the summer, we will have a new set. I want to build a set. I think it's going to take some time, though. But yeah, shout out to her. She's killing it.
All right.
Next one.
Yeah.
When the party orders food, don't say you want anything, and don't order with everybody.
No, don't say you don't want anything.
Oh, sorry. No.
The lights.
That was so funny. The lights are hitting me, man. It's in my face. The paparazzi. It's the drinks, man. But when the party orders food, don't say you don't want anything, and then you start picking on everyone's food. It's like, hey, can I have some fries? Hey, can I get a chicken tender? Hey, can I get some of that cheesy bread? No, bitch. Get away from my cheesy bread. Shawnee Brawny. That's what he would say. He would tell you, we talked about his love, our buddy, love for cheesy bread. He orders 2, and he's not going to let you have any because you didn't order. He asked. He said, hey, does anyone want Domino's? And if I ask if anyone wants Domino's, and you're like, nah. But then you see this nice pizza.
Dude, right? I go nuts.
It rolls through the door. It's all hot. You smell it. You're drunk. You're hungry. And then you go, oh, man, can I have a slice? It's like, here, $10, man. You want a slice? $10.
That's like if you don't want to put the work in, you don't get the reward.
Yeah.
Like, if you don't want to put any work in, you don't deserve the reward. And nothing drives me nuts more when we order Domino's. We ask the whole party 7 times, do you want something? Because speak now or you're not going to get anything. We order pizza. This next thing I know, there's like 5 people hovering around the pizza that no one's is eating for the moment, and they're eating slices. And I'm like, that's a vibe kill. I don't like. You're killing the vibe.
Vibe kill. Something I used to do at the fraternity house. I don't know if I told you this, but there was a pizza parlor right down the street from the house.
Okay.
So during parties, if it wasn't too late, like before, usually 11. I think they close at 11.
Okay.
I would go down I would order a pizza. I'd walk down the street, pick it up, bring it back to the house.
Great story.
Yeah, everyone's drinking. That's it. That's the pizza. I'd pick up the pizza. I'd walk through the door, and everyone would be like mouse dropped. Like hot, fresh food just walked in the fraternity house. Everyone's drinking. Usually in our house there was no water, no toilet paper. That was like the thing. The girls were like, "Oh, there's no toilet paper." I'm like, "I don't know what to tell you. I don't live here."
You wash your hands with Bud Light. That's what that is.
But I would walk in with this pizza, and people would like,
seagulls.
I would be famous. Like I'd be famous. They'd be like, "Oh, Paul, like what can I do? Can I get a slice?" And I'm like, $3. And it's like I paid $7 for this whole pie. And honestly, bro, like it's usually I'll ask. I'll be like, "Hey, does anyone want to split a pie or something?" And that's what happens.
That's the thing. People don't want to put the work in. If you don't put the work in, you don't receive the reward.
There you go.
Great story about getting pizza, Paul.
That's fine. Dude, love pizza. We put a poll out. We put a poll out last week. We did a show. Our show last week, we talked about drunk food.
Yeah.
And I think it's a great topic. Pizza is one of them. I think Domino's all-time leader.
Cheesy
And the results I was intrigued with. People were said pizza, they like chicken fingers and fries over mozzarella sticks.
That's a shock.
Which we're both huge fans of the mozz sticks.
the Mott's 8 minutes, rock your world.
He said air fryer,
8 minutes in the air fryer.
mozzarella sticks.
I'll rock your world.
Oh, it's like a stripper. I will rock your world.
I'll put that mozzarella stick in places you would never imagine. Manscaped.
Stop.
Balls to the wall.
Balls to the wall, dude. And then
They're going to love this episode.
interested, yeah, Manscaped, they are. Balls to the wall. People said they like McDonald's more than Taco Bell for drunk food. And I did we talk about different ways to say McDonald's?
Yeah, I said Ronnie D's.
Ronnie, I said Don's. Don's was like my go-to.
You didn't put that on a poll, though. You were like, you said it on the show. You're like, I wonder how many people have heard of Don's.
Don's.
And you didn't put down, you got to put that on a poll.
You said McDick's, right?
I said McDick's, yeah. Check it. We don't want to repeat the show.
Yeah,
I mean,
yeah.
go check it out. It's the episode below this.
But yeah, that's just a little food, drunk food for you.
All right, next one is don't run out of alcohol. That's an easy way to kill the vibe.
Yeah, man.
This happens pretty often.
Pretty often, especially in fraternity parties. I have.
Especially when you start early. A day drink
Oh my gosh.
and you don't have enough alcohol, that's a problem because then you have to think about how you're going to get to the liquor store
Correct.
to get more.
But you can't drive.
And you can't drive. And then the liquor store run's going to be very hefty because everybody else ran out of alcohol. And it's a big kill. It's a big vibe kill.
Yeah, you leave the house and they're like, "Oh, where are you going?" And they're like, "Oh, I'm going to the liquor store." It's like, "Can I pick up?" It's like, blah 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 blah.
Yeah.
It's like, dude, how many hands do I have? I can only hold 230 packs. I don't know how much alcohol I could bring, but yeah, make sure you plan out your day. As we've said before, party fouls. Got to plan out your day. How much you drinking? What are you drinking? And something that I started to do was I would always have like not like a small bottle, but like maybe a medium bottle of liquor, like maybe like Fireball or
This guy's on the edge. This
vodka
guy,
or
his life's a
something. 'Cause
party.
that's the thing, man, right? So you have certain beer is so it's bulky, it's heavy, you know. You really, where can you put it? You're gonna bring a cooler to a party? I mean, it all depends, right? I started bringing coolers to party as I got older because I'm just like, bitch, I want my drinks cold.
Fair.
But then you go, it's like I drink all my beer. I still got my bottle that just fits in my back pocket, and then I don't run out of alcohol.
Easy access. But then you can't use the scuba beer.
Nah, scuba. No, you can't, dude. You can if
You can if you're a Four Loko girl / guy, and you don't care about your body or person or self.
I would be interested to try. I've seen the videos.
Don't say you're gonna try on a bottle.
Nah, not like a Fireball. I want to try it on a bottle of wine
Oh, that's reckless.
because wine drunk is fun.
That
We
would be
gotta do a wine show again.
No, that was just a one time. That's a one-hit wonder.
If
right
you're
there.
an old time,
one hit one, if you're an OG,
if you're an OG fan of the show, there was at a point, I think kind of before our TikTok like kind of blew up, was that we would do shows, we would drink different types of alcohol. So we did alcohol. We did a show where we drank whiskey. Ryan, not a big fan.
no, I'm not. I'm a bitch.
I'm
a bitch.
We did a show where Ryan's never had wine before.
No, I have.
You didn't like wine.
I've had wine. I just don't enjoy it at all.
So we
white.
had-
What did I say on the show? White, red, Cabernet, not for me. Like something like that.
So Ryan doesn't like wine. So we had people reach out to us and friends that said, "Hey, you need to bring some wine on the show. I want you guys to review wine, talk about it, get wine." I love getting wine drunk. I think it's some of the most fun. I don't want to interrupt your crack. That's you know.
They're waiting for this.
Oh no. But you know, you like
Well, can you explain the difference between wine drunk and just regular drunk? What's the
Wine-
difference?
normal drunk, you get sad.
I think this is a personal preference.
No, I'm saying
I don't think this happens to
I'm
everybody.
saying eventually, with beer, you can keep drinking, and no matter what, if you continue to drink, you will eventually get to a point where you are sad. I have never been sad drinking wine. Never been sad because wine drunk is a good time. So go drink some wine.
Okay, I like slapping the bag.
Yeah, but here this gets me so mad.
What, slapping the bag gets you mad?
Yeah, because it does nothing.
What do you mean it does nothing? I'm chugging wine.
You slap in the bag.
No, it gets it going. Gets the fluid.
No, it
pumping.
doesn't. It
Gets the fluid.
It
pumping.
interrupts the flow.
It's balls to the wall. Slap the flag.
Because the flag.
Cheers.
Smack in the bag, baby. Like, it does nothing for you. Slap in the bag.
It's
like,
for show. It's entertainment.
it's stupid.
It's life's a freaking party.
It's stupid.
All right, we got 2 more left. We're 45 minutes in the show.
This is the whole show, man. I'm not worried because I'm having a good cheers.
I am. We might make this an extended version. You're leaving me on that hot mic again.
I know. We always drink at the same time. You got some dead air. Ew, can you stop, please? It's disgusting.
All right. Paul, once again, doesn't know where we're at. We're at number 9.
I'm looking at it, but this is confusing me. This says, don't say no to anything. So you're saying yes, man, like balls to the wall.
That could possibly kill a vibe if you say no to anything. You got to say yes to everything.
Okay, so in high school, that was a big thing where if I would drink...
Hey, shotgun this. Yes. Hey, play flip cup. Yes.
Boom, okay.
I mean, all these yeses are good.
Go streaking, yes.
Yes.
Go skinny dipping.
Go sardining. Yes.
Dude, what's that game called? Ding Dong Ditch It.
Ding dong ditch.
Ding Dong Ditch.
Ding dong ditch it.
Ditch in the house. You got to go play those games. So
don't say no to anything, and this is why that could possibly kill a vibe.
Okay.
Because if you say no to some things, I mean, if you don't say no, if you say, let's go to the next one. If you say no to this,
last one we got here for you.
it says Ryan. I'm gonna do it. Paul,
Well, I was introing you, bro. That's how this works, man.
So don't complain about the music choice or the volume, because you know why, Paul? Because that kills a vibe.
Yeah, party foul there. You're not the DJ. And if the DJ's bad, sometimes, talk to the host. Be like, hey, man, get this.
Don't cause a scene. Don't put on a pouty face. Don't refuse to play drinking games. Everyone makes mistakes.
Everyone has those days.
So you just got to go up, request a song, and it'll be all sunshine and rainbows from there.
Everyone knows what I'm talking about. Everyone gets that way.
All right, here we go.
Dude, you didn't get that one?
What did you say?
Miley Cyrus.
What did you say?
I was singing Hannah Montana.
I don't like Hannah Montana.
I
I don't think I've ever seen Hannah Montana. We should get Miley on the show.
Yeah, that would be a goal.
I mean, I can't wait till Life's a Party gets a little bit more popular, and then we get some cool people in here, and we ask them stuff that no one's ever asked them. Because I feel like we're not scared to let it rip, because we're balls to the wall.
Like Miley Cyrus. Have you done it up the butt? And she'll be like, I don't know.
No, I think she would know. All right, here we go. Paul, your intro in this block, too. I said I would scuba beer before this last segment, so let's do it. Intro. You got to intro the second. Intro the second.
Are you ready?
Yeah. Go.
Okay, sounds good. Okay, block 2, baby. Ryan and I are going to play a game that is fun to play when you're drunk. As we're doing right now, we're drinking. So we're going to play a drunk game of Would You Rather. It's a classic middle school game. Classic. I
don't think it's middle school.
Dude, Would You Rather? I feel like, it's a different type of...
Would you rather kiss little Johnny or would you rather kiss Billy?
Yeah. I saw a TikTok today actually about a girl, and she was talking about, she was like, 6th grade sleepovers be like. And honestly, man.
Dude, they were the best.
We had some pretty memorable 6th grade sleepovers. I mean, those were the days. 6th to 8th grade, we had sleepovers every weekend.
Say we cuddled. I think that's it.
I mean, I wouldn't mind it.
Oh, kid show.
Kid show, yeah.
Have we done it up the butt?
No, we have not. No. First one, what do you got?
Let's get into it. First one is, would you rather live by the saying Hakuna Matata or the saying YOLO?
I think Hakuna Matata.
But what's Hakuna Matata mean? Ain't no worries
for the rest of our days. It's our problem-free philosophy. Hakuna Matata.
So then what's the difference between that and YOLO?
Hakuna Matata. No worries.
Hakuna Matata.
Hakuna Matata is like no worries, right? It's just like no worries. Let's have some fun.
Yeah, but YOLO is no worries.
YOLO's you only live once, man. YOLO's that like it's more hardcore.
Okay, I got you. So I'd rather live Hakuna Matata.
I would rather live. I think YOLO is dated too. I think Hakuna Matata is
YOLO is like
classic.
I love boobies bracelets.
Yes.
You remember those? We used to walk on the Jersey boardwalk, and you would wear free hug shirts with a glow in the dark necklace and an I love boobies bracelet. That was what it was in back in the day.
Dude, I had an I love boobies belt. I was like, who? I don't know who's saying this belt.
I don't know who loves boobies that much.
I was, as a 6th grade, 12-year-old kid.
You can't wear that to school.
I was loving the boobies.
Did you wear it to school?
Yeah, because I kept my shirt down. But I was always nervous. I remember.
You're probably, yo, Ryan, check this out.
I remember it was so funny too because I remember like 6th to 8th grade, that middle school age, right, where a lot of that stuff was popular for us anyway. Where it's like I love boobies, and it was like
Boobies were popular back then.
dude, they're still popular, man. They're doing great things.
Okay,
Keep it up, boobs.
there. It's plural.
Yeah, there's 2 of them.
Okay, let's get on with your
Did you
point.
realize that no matter what in life, men are always going to be outnumbered 2 boobs to 1? They will always conquer us.
Are you talking about Drake and Josh?
No, not those boobs.
Okay.
Different boobs.
What was your point? So you had the I Love Boobies belt
in middle school,
5th grade.
But I would wear that I Love Boobies, and the
Way to go, Miss McGroarty. Way to go.
And the teacher would be like,
Fumbled that one.
You can't wear that. And I'd be like, breast cancer.
They said that?
No, but then you'd be like, breast cancer.
I remember
because
that.
that was the whole point that you.
And they believed it. Or no, they would make you flip your I Love Boobies bracelet inside out.
They would.
Holy crap, we're getting some memories here.
Yeah, 6th grade. That's what we do.
Here's the next one. What is it?
Would you rather be chronically underdressed or overdressed?
That's tough. I mean, if you're overdressed at a place, you can look like an A1 dweeb. I mean, you could look like a dweeb.
Okay, so
Like if you're at like a Knicks game in a suit, dweeb.
no.
I
think New York businessman, you're going to work,
All right.
you don't have time to change. You go to the next game, everyone's like, yeah, fuck yeah, let's do it.
Well, you better have a Knicks undershirt.
Yeah, but then
That would be badass.
You plan for that.
That would be badass. You unbutton it with the Knicks under. That's something. That's like Wall Street shit.
Yeah.
That's kind of fire. I do take that back.
It's like went to Wall Street, did some cocaine, now I'm at the Knicks game.
Doing cocaine. Spitting on Trae Young. That's the guy. That's how you defend them.
That's the guy.
That's how you defend the crossover pick and roll floater. You spit on them with COVID. That's what you do. So what are you, chronically underdressed or chronically overdressed?
I think if you're ever underdressed somewhere, you can look very bad.
What's one example? You have one? Like, what's one example where you are chronically underdressed? A funeral?
No,
Not to dim the mood here.
interview.
Okay.
So you go to an interview, right? And maybe you're misinformed. Maybe you think it's like
no one really understands business casual. No one really understands what that means.
Because business casual is very subjective. It's very open to interpretation. Where I started doing photography for weddings, and it's really interesting because it's like it's summer, it's hot, but how formal is this wedding? Like, do I show up? That's a perfect example.
Do I show up?
No, I'm gonna show up, but it's like,
will I be there?
are shorts acceptable because it's summer?
For you?
Yeah, as a photographer.
Do they say like, Paul, come shoot our wedding, but dress business casual? They say that?
No, they just say, hey, like,
So you think they would get mad if you came in like shorts and a basketball shirt?
So I've done
not
two
a jersey, but like a tennis shirt.
So like a polo, right?
Yeah.
So I've done 2 weddings now. One was in September and one was in May, and the first one I think I wore pants too, and like a polo. Or no, I wore like a button up.
He didn't wear underwear, just underwear. He had pants on.
I had pants on though, cover up the jewels.
Nice.
Manscaped, keep
Balls to the wall.
balls.
20% off. Wish I could scuba right now.
Dude, I know. I don't even know if I have any more buttons. We have a whole table.
Well, maybe if you didn't do 3 takes for the promotion to start the show.
That's what we do, man. That's what
No,
we
it's
do.
not. That's what you do. That's not what we do.
But I think underdressed is not the waves. I think you can never go wrong with being overdressed.
Okay, that's fair. All right, what's the next one? Am I on it or are you on it?
You on it.
Would you rather? Oh, this is a good one for all you movie lovers out there.
Oh, good one.
Would you rather be an extra in an Oscar-winning movie or the lead in a box office bomb?
Lead in a box office bomb.
Why?
Because no one gives a shit about the Oscars.
I think it's the most honorable
No, but
award for an actor, actress, director.
Yeah, agreed, right? But
Right?
not as an extra. If you're an extra, you're just in. No one really cares about you.
So as an extra, you're talking like someone sitting at a dinner table in the background of DiCaprio and Wall Street.
Sure, yeah. You would be in that. Who cares?
But then you bomb. Like,
Yeah, but
That's
if
a
you
tough
get
question.
yeah, but if you get to be an actor, if you get to fulfill that dream, if you get to
So if you're in one of the best movies of all time, you would rather not be in. Like,
that's good. That's good.
Well, we're talking about an Oscar-winning movie. So we're talking about a film that won Best Film. So
Okay.
we've been alive for 24 years. There's only I don't know how many Oscars there's been, maybe like 60 some Oscars, maybe. So you're talking about one of the 60 best movies of all time, possibly, and you're in it, or you're the lead, and the movie fucking sucks, and people hate you and they don't think you're good at your job. You would rather be that guy than be in the background of an Oscar, one of the best movies of all time.
Okay.
I wouldn't. I'd be an extra.
Best movies of all time, maybe, but just an Oscar-winning film, no.
Well, Oscar-winning films are best movies of all time. That's why they get an Oscar.
No, I disagree with that statement. I think that's perspective, and I think
I literally saw a TikTok the other day of this girl who was dating a new boyfriend, and they had Ted on, and they put Ted on, and she was like, "I'm in this movie as an extra," and all you see is she walks like behind Wahlberg and the bear, and she's an extra in that movie.
Oh, and Ted? Yeah, I saw that.
You saw it? Yeah. So I take pride in what I do. I don't want to be remembered as a guy who's a shitty lead in a movie. That means you don't got it.
No, because sometimes with a film, it's not always about the lead, and it's not always about the actor. It's
That's a
sometimes
good
about
point.
the
That's a
script.
good point.
It's sometimes about the director. It's sometimes about the production as a whole.
That's a good point.
You know what I mean? It's not always about performance.
And top directors do bomb. It's like
Sometimes.
comedians always bomb.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm sure DiCaprio has a movie that sucks.
Oh, yeah.
Jamie Foxx, every movie he's in sucks. The hot take.
Hot take. But yeah.
Someone tell me a Jamie Foxx movie that's good, because I don't have one. Guy is talented as hell. I love him. I mean, he does a great Doc Rivers impression. Love him on Jimmy Fallon. Like he was saying, his movies aren't good, and that's
Yo, baby, what's going on?
Yo. All right, Paul. What is the next one? Let me.
Hold on, my guy.
We're on number 3. All right, Paul. Before you start the next one, I'm gonna get another one here. I want to try. Let me run back the lime. I'll run back. You gonna run one back, or you?
It's a classic. Yeah, I'll do another one very soon. Very soon.
Very soon.
Yeah.
Okay. What's the next one?
We're on 3.
We're on number 3.
I haven't been paying attention.
Well, let's wake up.
Would you rather have a pause or a rewind button in your life?
Would I rather have a pause or a rewind button in your life? So I think the easy answer is a rewind button.
Okay.
Like, what are the advantages of a pause button?
Be like, hey, I'm behind on my
mean,
score.
other than like sexually pause. Like, I know where like you want to get
What?
sexual with. I know the advantages of being sexual with pause button. No, I'm thinking of Click the movie.
Okay, click. What? Like he's like checking out a girl at the beach, right? And then he
Yeah,
pauses.
he pauses
He can just
it.
pause it and then walk around, check out the girl. Like, I mean, I guess.
Well, rewind, you get to go back and maybe clean up the mistakes you made in your life.
Yes.
But here's the thing. I don't know if I would want to do that, because the mistakes in your life make you the person you are today.
They make you better. I agree.
There we go. We're like spin some
facts.
some motivational facts.
Cheers, baby.
Why do you love cheersing? All right. Well, which one would you rather do before we go to the next one?
I think rewind button. The problem is the only thing is like you don't want to hash on your mistakes in life. Like you want to move on from them, want to do different things, and not always like think about them.
Dude, one thing I always think about for the rewind button is like if I go to Starbucks, I'll say some dumb shit to the register cashier person, and sometimes I'd be like, I wish I could just go back and just not say that.
Yeah.
So like things like that where it's not like a monumental thing in your life that you would change, but like the little things where you don't sound like a dumbass for maybe 5 seconds, I'd take back. I'd rewind.
The only positive about a pause is like, so say I gotta edit some Life's a Party or like Life's a Party TikToks.
Oh, that's a good one.
Right? And I feel like I need to catch up and I just want the whole world. I just need an extra day, right?
Yep.
I pause the world for a day, do my 24 hours, like get my editing in, do my stuff, and then I'm ahead.
That's good.
And then I'm good to
People
go.
want TikToks. That's
There
what
you
they
go.
want. All right, next one. Would you rather get a paper cut every time you turn a page of a book, or bite your tongue every time you eat?
Okay, so automatically what I'm thinking is I don't read.
That's what I'm thinking.
So boom, now that I'm out of school, how many pages am I actually turning? You know, maybe like a menu. I don't know, but COVID's got those scan
Yeah,
menus,
they got the QR
right?
codes now.
So maybe I'm not flipping menus anymore. But you're guaranteed you're gonna eat.
Yeah, I don't read, so I'm not in danger of the paper cut. Fun fact about Rye Guy, I've never gotten a paper cut in my life.
Better knock on some wood,
No,
my man.
I don't need to knock. When you're so superior like me, you don't need to knock on wood. I'm that confident that I will never get a paper cut. And I've been sliced a couple times. I don't understand, like, if it's just like what is that? My genetics?
You've been sliced, but
part like Superman?
but you're not cut.
I've never gotten a paper cut in my life.
Okay, yeah.
I think I'm like probably 1% of population with that.
You probably are.
All right,
Next one.
I like this one.
Would you rather be gassy on a first date or your wedding night?
I'm gonna go with the first date. I'd rather be gassy on the first date.
Really?
Yes, because if I'm gassy on the first date and she's not cool with it, you're not the one. I also don't fart. Like, I really don't fart, and my girlfriend's gonna kill me for me saying this, but she farts more than I do.
Okay, so reversal of roles here.
She's gonna hate that.
You want to get personal with me, man?
We're talking farts, things up the butt,
We're talking farts here.
Balls to the wall.
Balls to the wall, baby.
Manscaped, 20% off.
I'm a super gassy individual. You know what I mean?
I smell it up here sometimes.
Sometimes if you gotta let the thing rip, let it rip. I mean, who am I to tell you to hold that thing in? Not me, because honestly, you'll feel better. The world is better for it. You know, just let that gas in the air. But here's
the world is not better for
a
it.
first date. Absolutely not.
You'd rather rip ass all night in your wedding?
Yeah, because my wife.
Well, I'm there for first. I'm there, so I don't want you to pick that. I'm not there for your first date.
But here's the thing: the wedding, like. There's so many people there. Everyone's dancing. No one's gonna
You're
care.
gonna blame other people?
Yeah, but no one's gonna care. Like the smell, not that big a deal.
You'll blame that shit on me.
But like my wife better know that I'm gassy. She's my wife, so she's cool with it. And like I'm just trying to I'm trying to enjoy my wedding day. I'm gonna let that thing rip.
I'd rather not rip ass all night on my wedding day.
No one gonna know. I'm gonna blame it on you.
Okay, I'm sure you will. All right, next one is: would you rather forget your partner's birthday or your anniversary every single year? You forget the anniversary.
Is this birthday once?
Birthdays once, anniversaries every year.
Birthday once. Take it, get it done, get it over with, and move on with your life.
What's that thing? What's that saying? Okay, Paul's no help on that.
What are you talking about?
What's it saying? Like, don't just bite the thing that bit you?
Bite the bullet?
No, I don't know what we're doing here. Balls to the wall. That's what we're doing.
You're drinking and trying to think of sayings. But yeah, I think, do the one mistake, get it done, get it over with, keep moving on.
I agree. I'm with Paul on that one. All right, next one. We got 3 more left. Actually, should I scuba now or should I wait for the end of the show?
Oh, he refilled.
I refilled. We did refill because we had a camera malfunction.
We did, but we're good to go.
What's Life's a Party show without a malfunction?
Absolutely.
Absolutely.
We're trying to build a new set. Hopefully we can get someone who's helping us with audio.
So Bob the Builder, if you're out there listening,
let us know.
We need you.
You can help with camera stuff so we don't have these problems anymore.
We also do have a new intro coming in.
We have reached out to some people and they are creating a new intro for us. So that is coming soon. But
people might be sad about that. They might love and might have fallen in love with the intro that we have now.
Let us know if you like our intro. We've been doing that intro, forever. And we found it one night on YouTube. We sat for like 3 hours going through YouTube uncopyrighted music.
I don't think they need to know that.
Well, then now you know. We want you guys to be...
I actually made the beat. That's
No.
That's what it was, brother.
We want you guys to feel as though you're involved with Life's a Party.
Yeah. So let us know. If you have any suggestions, DM us. I mean, it's not just a 2-man show. This is just thousands of people show. So what's the next one?
Next one. Would you rather always be stuck in traffic, but find a perfect parking spot when you arrive, or it take you forever to park? So like you never have traffic, but you always take forever to park.
I'm going to go with never hit traffic and take forever to park, because I always take forever to park regardless. Because once I see the other spaces, I get like overwhelmed and I'm like, I don't know if I should park here. And even when I start to go into one, I second guess myself and I should go into the other one. And I never know if I should park on the right side of a car or if I should park on the left side of a car. There's a lot of shit going on in my mind when I'm in a parking lot, especially like at a movie theater or at like a sports game. It's overwhelming, Paul.
But here's the thing. Traffic sucks. And I'd rather walk an extra block or two.
What's our friend say? Like, traffic's a myth.
What?
Our buddy says that traffic is a myth.
Who says that?
Shawnee Brawny.
Why is he saying that?
Mr. Cheesy Bread.
Mr. Chief. Okay, so
Because I don't know why he
No.
says like traffic is a myth, because traffic only. The frustrating thing about traffic is like what happens. You get into traffic.
Correct.
You wait there for 2 hours. You see an accident on the shoulder, not in the way of the traffic, but the reason there is traffic is because people are slowing up to see and they're nosy of what happened with the incident.
Correct.
That's why there's traffic.
yeah. So that's
So it's a myth.
yeah. I mean, it's not a myth because it happens and you see it.
What happens, but there's no proper cause.
Well, that's the thing. So have you ever heard of the jellyfish effect?
The jellyfish effect.
Yeah,
So
so
is that
this
when I like pee on your leg?
No, no,
When
no.
you get stung?
Different. Totally
Sounds like the jellyfish effect.
different type of effect.
Okay.
But this is the jellyfish effect for traffic, where if a lot of times like there's no traffic, like you could just keep going. Everyone, if they stay the same speed, you would hit no traffic. But once one person breaks, there's another person that breaks, and then there's another person that breaks, and then
Oh, because jellyfish go like this.
yeah, it's got like a wave. It's got like a wave to it, right? So basically, you have created traffic now at a stop and like a start and stop type of motion when there's no accident. There's not that many cars that need you to do that. It's like a whole thing. Stupid. And that's where you can say it's a myth because that should never actually happen. There you go.
I was gonna say we're lucky, but we're not, because like LA has some really bad traffic.
Terrible, man.
But Jersey's is right up there, because you have Philly get some shitty traffic. New York is one of the worst.
Terrible, dude. I've driven, if you've ever driven in Philly, I drove in Philly right when I got my license. My mom told me not
That's
to.
good. Debbie 0 for 2 today. I love boobies, and Paul, you just got your license. We're going to Philly, baby. You're going to learn the ropes there.
Nah, she told I was like, hey, I'm going to Philly. She's like, no, you're not. I was like, yeah, I got my license. I'm going to Philly. Terrible mistake.
You get in an accident?
No, I got off the bridge.
You got flipped off. That's what
No,
happened.
I probably did, yeah. But I got off the bridge. I was in Philly.
You jumped off the bridge.
No, dude. Oh
Okay,
my
I'm
God.
sorry.
I'm driving. I'm going to Philly. I get off the bridge. I'm in Philadelphia trying to find my directions. Somehow I end up back on the bridge going back to South Jersey. So then I have to get off that bridge and return back to Philly.
So you just got lost.
I just did a full round trip on the bridge.
I don't even know how it happens. How do you go over the bridge and then come back over the bridge and get lost? So you went over the bridge into Philly, thought you were in Philly, and just kept going on the bridge again, and then you still thought you were in Philly?
No, I got trapped. I got like trapped, and I had to go back into
Trapped?
South Jersey because I couldn't get off. It's terrible. Don't do it. But traffic, traffic sucks. But I'd rather walk.
There's no rules when you're driving in Philly.
No, in New
No
York, too.
rules apply. Crosswalks, red light, green light, it doesn't matter. You hit the gas, you make a right, left, go straight, run someone over, run a lady granny in a handicap stroller.
Life's a party, encouraging running over grandmothers.
You were encouraging drunk driving earlier.
No, I was not. I said if you're listening, you should take a drink with us.
Yeah,
But
while driving.
If you listen in the car, I'm not going to be your mom and tell you what to do.
Okay.
But don't do that.
All right, we got 2 left before we wrap up this circus. Would you rather be criticized or be ignored? This is a very deep question that is very good to reflect on yourself. So would you rather people criticize you, or would you rather people not worry or care or just ignore you at all?
One of the worst things in life is being ignored. I hate texting someone, just asking a simple question, and because they don't think that I'll like their answer, they ignore me. That's false. Tell me no.
I don't know how's that incorporate with this?
Because here's the thing. I don't like being ignored. I think being ignored, because what it does is it pisses me off. It takes longer for whatever we're doing to like fulfill. Like if I said, hey man, like I'd be down to take some photos of you. I know you're looking for this, that, and the other. And they, maybe they just don't like my photography, right? And they'd be like, hey, they don't feel comfortable enough telling me no. So what they do is they ignore me. But then I have to follow up with them, and I have to be like, hey, what's going on with the photos? I get ignored. Hey, are we still
This
doing?
sounds like a personal
No,
experience.
it's not. It's not.
It sounds like.
But it's saying, hey, what's going on? And they just keep ignoring me. It's like, dude, you're wasting my
So
time.
you would rather him be like, you suck.
I'd rather be like, hey, man.
Get out of my DMs.
Nope, like problem, but it's just not my style. I'm going to go with someone else. I'd be like, okay, cool. Like, I'd rather that because ignoring people just waste your time.
Well, that's like what let's come full circle. We're starting to do this on the shows. I think coming full circle is a very good thing. Trae Young. I mean, the Madison Square Garden Knicks fans were chanting, "You're balding" at the foul line.
Oh, damn.
They're saying you're like "F you" Trae Young chants were going on at the Garden, and he came back and won the game. And he's like, if they care about me so much, that means I'm doing something right.
Yeah, exactly.
If I'm bothering you that much on how successful I'm being, and you're criticizing me because of my hair or my height or my background in social media, then I'm doing the right thing. Like, I'm being successful.
Absolutely.
So I'd rather be criticized than someone ignoring you. I mean, if someone cares that much where they want to bring you down and give you negative energy, then you're doing something right, where they're jealous or they just don't want you to be successful. And that's a good feeling.
Yeah, agreed. Preach it, buddy. He said, "Fuck you." He said, "Fuck you."
Balls to the wall.
Balls to the wall. Last one.
Last one. I don't want the show to end.
I know.
All right, we got the last one. Let's go.
Would you rather be forced to live the same day over and over again for a full year, or take 3 years off of your lifespan?
I mean, it depends what happens in that day. Like, do I get hit by a tractor trailer crossing a crosswalk? Because if I wake up, have a nice breakfast, go on my way to church, and I get hit by a tractor trailer in the crosswalk, I don't want to experience that for a full year every single day.
Yeah.
I'd rather you just take 3 years off the end of my life and call it how it is.
Have you ever seen Groundhog Day?
That's a movie?
Yeah.
Nah.
With Bill Murray? Okay.
I've heard. I knew Bill Murray was in that.
Yeah.
But what's like the premise of that movie?
So Groundhog Day is one of my favorite movies. I saw it on Broadway when it came to Broadway. They made it a musical. And the premise is that he is a news reporter. Okay. And every year his station, this is Bill Murray, every year his station makes him go to Punxsutawney.
Punxsutawney Phil.
No, but makes him go to...
The Groundhog Day.
Yeah, Punxsutawney, Pennsylvania.
Punxsutawney
right?
Phil. Yeah. That's the gopher's name.
Yeah.
Beaver.
Yeah,
Gopher?
No, he's a groundhog. So they make him go to Punxsutawney for Groundhog's Day, and he hates Punxsutawney because it's a small town. He's from like New York. He hates it.
But Phil's there.
But yes.
Oh, sorry. I'll stop interrupting.
But he hates it. And basically, what happens is because he's so rude to everyone while he's there, and he hates the day and all this stuff, that he ends up getting trapped there. Oh. So he is reliving his life that on Groundhog's Day for basically eternity. And he can't get out of it. And he wakes up every day in the same bed. He'll try to kill himself. And like what he'll do, like he jumps off a building. And like instead of dying, he just wakes up back in the bed. Groundhog Day. Like 6 a.m., alarm clock goes off. Boom. He's in Punxsutawney. And he can't get out of it. And it's just kind of like a life lesson he has to learn to be nicer to people and appreciate things in small towns and that kind of stuff. But he's living this day constantly. But there's a cool thing about it where you can kind of take it to your advantage. So what he decided to do, he realized that he wasn't getting out of it. He was like, I can't get out of it. So what he learned,
so he like do all the stuff he wouldn't do in his life, but then kill himself at the end. So then that he knows he's gonna restart. So then once he's done doing all the shit that he wants to do in his real life that he can't do, he does. And then once he finally fulfills all those feelings and like those moments, then he lives in life how he's supposed to. So he moves on.
Kind of.
Okay.
But that idea, right?
So that was right.
Yeah, no, it's definitely right to an extent where at midnight or like every night, like he wakes up at 6 a.m. Mm-hmm. So he's realizing, so he like drives drunk and he was like, I can't get in trouble.
He must be listening to Life's a Party.
Yeah. Like he's like, I can't get in trouble. And then he learned how to play piano. And every day he learns how to play piano. He tells people, like he robbed a bank because he was like, I wonder what robbing a bank is, because he wakes up and it never happened. Or he sleeps with everyone in the small town, and he experiments and he sleeps with like a grandma, and he sleeps with like.
That's a good like idea for a movie. It's very good.
Yeah, that's Groundhog Day.
What would you give it out of 10?
The movie?
Well, should I watch it?
Yeah, you should. The premise is really great. Bill Murray's great. It's a classic.
All right, I'll give it a go.
So that's that's the end of our show.
That's it.
That is it. We have
one.
We've been drinking. This is probably one of our longest shows.
We've been drinking.
So
watermelon.
Appreciate you guys listening. Ryan's gonna scuba to end out the show.
10% off scuba. Check it out.
Yeah.
Is it in our bio?
Yeah. Check out scuba.
Scuba. We need the connector because I want to try the 6-pack Smirnoff challenge.
Absolutely.
So I do want to do that.
But thank you for joining us. Thank you for listening to the end of the show. We appreciate you guys listening. Check us out on YouTube, Instagram, TikTok, everywhere at Life's a Party Pod. If you're listening on YouTube, give us a big thumbs up. Subscribe to the channel. Ryan's goal is 1,000 subscribers. We're at just under 700.
Yeah, I think we're almost at 700. So 1,000 is realistic.
Yeah.
Pound the like button. Subscribe. Tell your friends. I mean, the amount of DMs we're getting and the amount of love you guys are enjoying the show. We have musicians reaching out, hey, like we want to get involved. Yeah. We have people who are public layout and design careers reaching out, say they want to get involved. So we listen to every DM. We answer almost every DM. We try to answer almost every TikTok comment. So if you comment, we will answer and we will kind of network with you and just ask how your day's going. Just positive vibes all the time.
Absolutely, baby. Thanks for joining us. As always.
Music, take us out. Yeah. Later.